All right, hey guys, welcome back. Thank you guys for joining me on another video. And this is another installment of just a regular review from me, Max. If you guys enjoy it, let me know. Hit the like button. If you don't, let me know. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think. But in this installment, we're going to be talking about the P365 XL. Why I chose to get it, what were the fit for me, how did I come to make the decision of getting this, and is this the right fit for you? But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So P365 XL, first of all, let's make sure we let you know that we are dealing with a safe and empty firearm. No ammo or anything like that nearby. The P365 XL came into my possession. Why? I've had a P365 I've had a P365, the regular one, for quite some time, and I really enjoyed it, and I felt that it was a solid firearm. And then I just kept hearing people, oh man, if you really like that, you got to go with the XL. The XL gives you the option to put an optic on it. At that point, I've never had an optic on a firearm, and it gives you more round capacity. It's almost like a Glock 19. And that kind of, intrigued me enough that, one, I did have a Glock 19 at the moment, and I didn't like it. It was too big for me, and I just didn't like carrying it as much. It's not a bad gun, awesome gun, best gun in the world, but I just didn't like carrying it. Didn't feel comfortable carrying it. It was just a little heavier for me. I'm a bigger guy, so bigger guns tend to print more on me, and if you're trying to conceal, that's not something that goes together. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt this video. But if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure you're hitting the like button and sharing it with folks. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider it. It helps us out tremendously. And the more likes, the more comments you put down there, get down in the comments, tell me anything about it, ask me questions, whatever, I'll respond back to you. And it helps these videos go further up in the algorithm for YouTube to catch it and reach more people. But I'll let you get back to the video. So I opted with this, right? I went with it. I ended up getting it. The price was pretty cool. Back when I got it, I paid a decent price. This was pre-pandemic pricing, and there was some added things that I really enjoyed from it. Having a P365 regular, there was some good things that came with it. So again, remember here, we're not going to talk about all these different specs. I'm just kind of go through why these were good for me. Before I put the optic on, which that it did come with, it came just like the P365 regular. It came with night sights from the factory. It had a plate on there. So the sights in itself, SIG sights, are awesome. That was really awesome. Forward and rear serrations were the same way. The grip texturing still the same way. Overall, the firearm was still very solid. It was just a little bit bigger, right? The big part about it is that the actual grip itself is a little longer, and you're able to carry 12 instead of 10, right? So it's 12 plus 1 out of the box. It did come with two 12 round magazines. These are empty, and these are solid magazines, right? There is an option to have a 15 round magazine with this little thing here, which when you put it on, it almost makes it the size of a Glock 19. I found that was very comforting for me, that I can carry 15 rounds if I opted to do that. I put the optic on. Here's where some of the downfalls come in, right? That I didn't quite like. I'm not going to compare it to other guns because that's going to come in another video down the road. But one thing that I didn't enjoy was when I put the optic on, you lose the rear sight. Now, there's so many other firearms that have done it right now, and there's plenty of room here where I felt that they could have done it, where they could have milled the slide a little bit forward so that you would be able to keep your night sights on and still co-witness through your red dot. They did kind of try to replace it with this optic where it has those, like a little notch, so you can use these as your rear sights, but they're no longer night sights. Now, can I paint this so they can glow in the dark? Maybe, yeah. Downfall again from it, not that it's a bad thing, but this optic is a little bit on a budget side. It's all polymer and design, lenses, polymer, all these different things. It's held up pretty good for me. I'm actually about to send it back to SIG because I've lost zero on it several times, more than I would want to, and I feel that there's something wrong with it. It does come with a warranty on it, so I find that that's okay. I love the trigger, the upgraded trigger on this. It's a flat trigger, it breaks at 90 degrees. That helps me with my shooting. I tend to pull left, so it helps me a little bit on that. Again, the rest of the firearm is pretty much the same way. The fact that it does have a bigger grip and this beaver tail type thing is a little longer does help to control recoil a little bit more. The fact that the slide is longer has a little bit more mass, which manages that recoil again a little bit better. And overall, it's nice. Did it scratch that itch that it replaced my P365? Unfortunately, it didn't. I kind of went back to the whole thing that what was more important to me was concealability. Even though this is really what you're concealing more, which is what prints, it's only a little bit bigger, but you know, I am a bigger guy, so that means it doesn't conceal as much for me. The fact that there is a longer slide does let it sit more comfortable in the holsters that I wear, because this is where most of the mass is, so it doesn't feel uncomfortable on that end. Accuracy wise, I'm pretty much the same accurate with both of them. I would have figured that this, since I have more hold on it, I would have gotten better shots on it. But for me, it really hasn't. You know, this optic has left me with desiring a little bit more out of it. I compared it to some other similar optics that I have from other firearms, and it's just a little bit subpar to what I'm used to or what I like now. The other downside to me was, again, that rail. It's not a regular rail that can take on any kind of accessories. So you have to be dealing with either SIG proprietary accessories, or you have to put an extra rail on here, which can go down or adds more bulk. But overall, that's something that left me a little bit undesirable. For the price that I'm paying for it, I felt like that it should have done a little bit more for me. Am I happy with it? Yes. Do I feel that there's a room for improvement on this? Absolutely. It scratched some of the itches, but it's left some of them wanting a little bit more. This particular firearm is one of those that I tend to always say, oh, I'm going to give it, you know, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to upgrade it, change it up. And I just haven't gotten rid of it quite yet, but it's pretty close to being almost gone. The one part that I said, and I talked about this in the P365 video, is that if you have other grip modules, you can do what I'm about to do. So I don't know why you would, but you can. So if you guys see now, I actually have the P365 XL slide on a regular P365 grip module. So this would allow for less concealability. It would now limit you down to 10 rounds, but you still have a good slide. I'm sorry, you still got a good hold on the grip, and you still have added weight on it. So what can that do for you? Allows you to manage that recoil, right? Because the weight is here, so it's got more weight to push back, so it can get you back on site a little bit easier. That is an option that you can have. I'm not telling you that would be the right fit, but that is the modularity part of it. You know, if you have other slides, if you want to change the color of it, change the looks, there's aftermarket slides. The aftermarket world for the P365 XL and the regular one is huge. So that's a huge plus if that's something that interests you. Let me know. Do you have the XL? Is this something that fits your needs? Has it been your go-to? Did you enjoy it? Did you kind of see some of the things that I ran into? I'd like to know down in the comment section. I appreciate all you guys that do comment in that. Tell me what's up. Ask me a question. Let me know. I will get back to you. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed it, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.